welcome you all to the 12th annual convocation of the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore.
ईश्वरी शारदे शुभमङ्गले सर्वाभीष्टप्रदे शृङ्गपुराधीश्वरी शारदे शङ्करसन्नुते श्रीपद्मचरणे सकलकला विशारदे वरदे शङ्करसन्नुते श्रीपद्मचरणे सकलकला विशारदे वरदे सलहेन्नताये सामगानप्रिये शृङ्गपुराधीश्वरी शारदे.
Thank you, Anusha. I request everyone to be kindly seated. I request Professor K.V. Dinesha to deliver the welcome speech.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is in the spirit of this message that I, on behalf of the chairman, members of the governing body, director, faculty, staff, students and alumni of IIIT Bangalore, welcome our chief guest, Professor P. Balram, Director, Indian Institute of Science. It's also my pleasure to welcome the CEOs, executives of IT companies, officials of the Government of Karnataka, members of the academia, graduating students and their family, the press, the invitees.
I declare the 12th convocation of the International Institute of Information Technology, Bangalore, open.
Good morning. Chief guest of the day, Professor Balram, Director, the Indian Institute of Science, Chairman of the governing body, Mr. Chris Gopalakrishnan, Co-founder and Executive Vice Chairman, Infosys, other members of the governing body, my distinguished faculty colleagues, fellow academics from other institutions, my dear students, parents of our students, alumni, staff, distinguished guests, members of the media, and most importantly, the graduating students of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 12th convocation of IIITB. It's a moment of joy when 160 of our students, 4 MS by Research and 156 MTech students graduate. Let me first congratulate the class of 2012 students. Please join me. I do not want to stand in the way of our students getting their degrees, yet it is customary to kind of bring some important activities of the institute. On this occasion, please permit me to do so quite briefly. The highlights of the year include the handing over the charge of the chairperson of the governing body by Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy to Chris Gopalakrishnan on June 7, 2012. Today we are fortunate to have both the outgoing chairman and incoming chairman, and please give them a big applause. We owe a lot to Mr. Narayan Murthy for his outstanding leadership over the first 12 years. As they say, the institution has crossed 12 years, and now when it is entering the teenage, he has handed over charge to Chris Gopalakrishnan. I'm sure he will take it to the full manhood, or womanhood. And we welcome Chris Gopalakrishnan as the new incoming chairman. A major initiative undertaken by the institute after 2 years of preparation is the launch of the 5-year integrated MTech program, which leads to a dual degree of both BTech and MTech at the end of 5 years. one of my colleagues decided to aptly christen it as iMTech, an MTech degree for the iPod generation or the iPad generation. 10 of the MTech students graduating today have decided to pursue PhD in India and abroad. This is something which is a special record number about which we are happy. IIITB is grateful to the government of Karnataka for granting a piece of land of approximately 2 acres just behind our existing campus and an initial grant of rupees 10 crores towards the construction of a new hostel building to accommodate our iMTech students. We continue to emphasize entrepreneurship. We are currently incubating 12 companies in our incubation center. Field of View is the new company which joined in March 2012. Institution building is an act of faith. But for the trust-based relationship between the governing body and the executive, IIITB would not be what it is today. We look forward to such continued support from the management and from all sections of the society, faculty members, student, staff, alumni, funding agents, government and industry. With this, let me once again thank you all who have contributed to our short yet successful journey towards excellence. Congratulations to the graduating batch. Welcome you one and all, and thank you very much.
The students of the graduating class are requested to stand up and take the oath.
I hereby solemnly declare and promise that if admitted to the degree for which I have been recommended, I shall in my daily life and conversation conduct myself as befits a member of this institute, that I shall to the utmost of my capacity and opportunity support the cause of my morality and sound learning, and that as far as in me lies, I shall uphold and advance the social order and the well-being of my fellow citizens. I shall faithfully and carefully fulfill the duties of the profession to which I may be admitted by virtue of my degree, that I shall on all occasions maintain its purity and reputation, and I shall never deviate from the straight path of honorable exercise, and I shall by my actions make India legitimately proud of myself.
I first of all like to congratulate all those who are graduating today, because I know it's an extraordinarily important day in your lives. I do hope that all of you will have plenty of opportunities to think and act in the years to come. You're living in exciting times and the future will challenge you. India will transform over the next few decades, and I hope it will be a much more wonderful place than it is today, and that many of you who are here will make critical contributions to this transformation of our country. May I wish each and every one of you all the very best in the years ahead.
You, the graduating students, are the leaders of tomorrow. And for me, it's a great privilege and honor to be with you today. You are lucky to have Professor Balram, Director of the Indian Institute of Science and a leading researcher, gracing this function. This institute has received financial and, more importantly, guidance and careful stewardship from your previous chairman, Sri Narayan Murthy, is here today. Who do you remember as the most innovative and impactful business leader in the past 30 years? I'm quite sure that you would have thought of Steve Jobs. Why? He changed the face of multiple industries: information technology, music, film, publishing, entertainment, broadcasting, to name a few. His company created the most coveted set of personal productivity products: iPod, iPhone, iPad. He created Apple, one of the most valuable companies of our times. He did not start with a goal to create a company with the highest market capitalization. But he was passionate about creating the most user-friendly and the best designed products, period. And as a result of this vision and passion, he created the most valuable and the most impactful company of our times, Apple. All of you must have read about the finding of the Higgs boson by a team at CERN using the Large Hadron Collider. To me, it is the discovery of our times because it confirms the standard model of particle physics and allows us to understand our universe better. You must also have read about the contributions of our own Sri Satyendranath Bose. The boson, or the Higgs boson, is named after Sri S.N. Bose. He postulated that the atoms must have a new set of particles other than protons, neutrons, and electrons, what are called fermions, way back in the 1920s. He could not get his paper published from India. So he sent his paper to Albert Einstein, and Einstein saw the beauty of his theory, and this was published by Einstein with an introduction by Einstein himself. In fact, he called it the Bose statistics. Later, it was named Bose-Einstein statistics. It defines the behavior of bosons, and today forms the theory behind these class of particles called bosons. These are the people whom we remember as people who have influenced and changed our lives. Sir J.N. Tata, Sri Narayan Murthy, Steve Jobs, Sri Satyendranath Bose. On this eventful day of your life, let me ask you to ponder this question. Why do we revere and respect these people? As you look into your future, you have dreams and you have goals. And I'm confident that all of you will achieve your dreams and goals. I want to leave you with the best definition of success that I've come across. Of course, there is some confusion about who indeed wrote this. It is supposed to have been written as an essay to be written in 100 words or less. But that controversy besides, here is the best definition of success. To laugh often and much. To win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children. To earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. To appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. Thank you, and all the best wishes.
Thank you, sir. I request our graduating student, Ms. Nikhila M., to give the valedictory address.
Good morning to all. I wish to thank IIITB family for giving me the honor of delivering the valedictorian speech today. We started as amateurs and have come a long way. This long, arduous journey began with the preparatory semester, where every third day was an exam. And even before we knew, we all had become very close friends. If there's anything that bonds people more than an exam, then it's the preparation for it. Oh, that sense of familiarity when everyone's in despair. If some of you have forgotten the struggling days, let me just refresh your memories. Complex algorithms and colony optimization, which forced most of us to optimize our first semester holidays as well. And many such complex algorithms became our world. And we all do know what happens right from the moment we click on the send button after writing an email. But the biggest sleep stealer was column data store, CDS. The intense coding did make us happy, but when every third line starts giving a segmentation fault a day before the demo, we know we have not done our prayers properly. Life is not all about academics here. Well, most of it was, but we had our share of fun too. We, being a one big secular family, celebrated many festivals like Onam, Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi, Navratri, and many more. The annual sports event Spandan is a refreshing event for the hidden talents of students as well as the alumni. The late night canteens, chai by the pond side, surviving on weeks on Maggie and tea, Sunday lunches at Cafe Fresh and Rajasthani, big loud birthday celebrations at midnight, the vachados, ravalis, felindis, the quacking of ducks early morning, waking us up, cursing everyone who turned up in forum on a Sunday evening, thinking to yourself, oh, not a triple IT even on Sunday too. Hogging the bandwidth, especially the guys, begging for project electives, the straight out of bed look for the classes, literally, the Friday flicks, ethnic day celebrations, and many more. It has been a roller coaster ride. Today, I take immense pride in sharing the achievements of my classmates. While some of them have already presented papers in international conferences, some are starting their own enterprises. Some will be taking up further studies and research in India as well as abroad. I also take this moment to remember our friend Jay Savalia, who passed away in the middle of the course last year. We miss him. A loss that made many of us think over what is truly important in life and made us grow up in a matter of days. To treasure his memory, some of our classmates and friends have come up with Jay Savalia Memorial Scholarship. On behalf of the 12th graduating batch, I thank our director, sir, our beloved professors, administration staff, technical support staff, housekeeping staff, and security guards. In short, everyone of this IIITB family who have made us realize our dreams and come closer to it. We are also grateful to the placement team for guiding us through the placements. I thank our seniors for their constant guidance and juniors for their constant support. And last but not the least, I wish to thank our parents and family. We are here because of you. Friends, a new world awaits us, as they say. All that stands between a graduate and the top of the ladder is the ladder. So it is clear that the future holds opportunities. It also holds pitfalls. The trick will be to avoid the opportunities, will be to avoid the pitfalls, seize the opportunities, and be home by 6 o'clock every day. I congratulate my co-classmates and wish them more success and contentment in life in coming years. And I wish all of us remain as happy and smiling as we are all today. William Shakespeare once quoted, "We know what we are, but know not what we may be." We must follow our dreams, for the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. To conclude, I hope these words by Dr. Seuss, the famous American writer and cartoonist, inspires us all. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. You are the guy who will decide where to go. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicola. I request the director, Professor S. Sadhugopan, to present the memento to our chief guest, Professor P. Balram, as a token of our respect. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Manisha Kulkarni to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, Chief Guest Professor P. Balram, Director, Indian Institute of Science, Mr. S. Gopalakrishnan, chairman of our governing body and executive co-chairman of Infosys, Professor Sadagopan, our director, members of the governing body of IIIT Bangalore, general body and senate members. It is a great pleasure and privilege to deliver a vote of thanks to all of you who have made the 12th annual convocation of IIIT Bangalore a great success.
I declare the 12th convocation of the International Institute of Information Technology Bangalore closed.
I now request the gathering to kindly stand up for the national anthem. I also request everyone to sing the national anthem.